Welcome back to another garden tour. We're at the end of February now. I've caught a tiny window where it's actually sunny and not raining. I think we've had about 2 days where there's actually been only sun. So we've put our table and chairs out and left them out, and now they're completely soaked. And the garden is a bog again, which is fun. But let's have a little wander around and see what's changed since the last tour. See what we've planted, what we dug up, and what's popped out of the ground. Let's go. Start with the patio. It's a bit of a mess. Here's our olive tree that came from the old house. We've got our first daffodil. One buckets collecting rainwater. This is my herb trolley. It's kind of doing okay. We've got sage, some thyme and oregano, and this was a supermarket basil, and it has not transplanted well. I split it because it was massive, and it's not enjoying life. Yeah. If you didn't see on Instagram, I've got this little trolley under the kitchen window. I can cover it up if I need to. Got a little rosemary there. I need to pop that up. If we go over here, we've got such a mess. Our wood chipper's broken, so I need to replace that. I put some spring bulbs underneath the lilac tree, which is budding. If it'll focus. There we go. We've got lots of fresh buds up on there, all over. And yeah, I put some spring bulbs down here. I think they were just a mixture of bulbs, so we'll see what comes up. Oh, what are you doing out here? Got a rogue one. Yeah, the ground is very wet. Let's have a look over at the bird feeder. Robins and magpies and pigeons have been living. Sparrows too. And tulips popping up. I don't know if I put crocus in there and something else. I've got a couple in this one, but not doing as well as the other pot. And one of my first videos I did on Instagram, one of my first reels, I planted some ranunculus. I put it in the conservatory and I put it outside. And now we've got some ranunculus popping up, which is exciting. Don't know what this guy's doing under here. Oh, I don't know if I've ever showed these. Huge water tank there. It's one of those collapsible ones, so we've got a little tap at the end. Focus. There we go. We've got some trees starting to blossom now. You can see that one. We've got some blossoms. These trees are starting to blossom here. You hear the birds? What's this bird? I'm not sure if this is muscari, is it? Or hyacinth? I'm not sure. And some other bulbs down here. Good. Try not to fall down the bog. More daffodils about to pop out. Big clump here. We've got the Olivia rose that I need to label. David Austin. This is just a red rose from B&Q. I don't know the variety of that one. It came, but each of these roses came from our old house, and I've survived quite well. And this is a Lady of Shalott, David Austin. And then this one, I've put an obelisk in here since we last came over here. I thought it was a clematis. And when I've come to look, it was a honeysuckle, American Beauty, so I actually labelled that one as well. And that's starting to pop up, so as it gets bigger, I'll as it gets bigger, I'll wrap it around this obelisk. Hopefully it'll do quite well. Round shrubs. I don't know what this is. A lot of ground cover. I've scattered some bulbs in here, but I don't know what this is. If anyone can tell me what that is. It's taken over all of this area. I'm tempted to just leave it for now though and just see what comes up. And we've got some more bulbs in there. Some nettles, fun. This looks like a nice tree. It did have a pigeon nest in it. Lots of blossom coming through here. More chimney stacks. I don't know what to pop in now. I might have to put some annuals in there. And oh, there's a lot of water around. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. You see, we had a mop hydrangea, and I wasn't sure if it had survived, a red hydrangea, but we got new growth coming through, which is good. I'm going to chop the dead bits off. I don't know if I chop it back to the first bud, first leaves. So I'll chop that maybe next week. That'll be March then. Mr. Frog. Ooh. Oh, the Wendy house. We love it, but all of this is rotten. Front deck all needs replacing. Oh, Jesus. This is 2 days of rain. I don't know who else is like this. This is Lincolnshire. But look at that, after 2 days of just non-stop rain. Got more daffodils popping up. A little bit of crocus mixed in there. If you can see those crocus, purple crocus in there. Underneath the apple trees. These are all apple. Oh, another little bit of blossom coming in. Now just looking up, which is nice. What's going on over here? There's some snowdrops. We've got some more. Yeah. Little blue bulbs coming up. Again, another apple tree, really mature apple tree up here. We did cut this quite far back because it was wet, resting on top of the Wendy house, and we potted it. A blueberry, this blueberry gold, blue gold blueberry. I need to empty the fireplace, and when I do, she's going to get some ash, wood ash. Hopefully it'll be good. Oh, a fruit bed. Strawberries are still looking really good, actually. A little nosy in here. Desperately needs a little weed. Look at all that. Desperately needs a weed. I don't know what variety of these strawberries are. I've not labelled them up. Cover her back up. And what's on this side? We've got good as gold raspberry, which has got some nice buds coming through now. Not sure what the one at the back is, but this is a new one since last month. This is called Two Timer. It's coming through nice. And we've got, oh, not looking good. It's still green at the bottom. thornless blackberry. I don't know what the variety is. If you saw on Instagram, I bought this from the supermarket while I was pregnant, and I put it in the greenhouse and forgot about it, didn't water it. I've planted it up a few weeks ago with some fish blood and bone in this pot, and it's not looking any better yet, but oh, actually, maybe there's a bit of green there. You see that bit of green there? Don't know. Maybe there's hope yet. We have had a lot of rain, so fingers crossed. Next bed. What have we got on here? We've got 2 rows of shallots, 2 rows of onions. We've got Shakespeare onions. Can't remember what the shallots are. They look like they're doing quite well though. Got a couple of clumps there. Another clump there. Elderflower's still doing well. That got transplanted from our old garden. And we've got a newbie. We've got a rhubarb crown, which I've not labelled. I think it was red champagne. Yeah, I did have another rhubarb crown that I planted there, but I think I planted it too shallow last year. I can't find it, so I ended up replacing it. Fingers crossed for that one. Onion sets. So looking quite good. It's an ash tree. Oh, actually got some sun. The raised bed. Raised covered bed, yeah. Literally yesterday I sowed the last of the onion sets down the middle. We've got carrots on this side and 3 rows of parsnip on the other side. So I think it was Amsterdam carrot, and the parsnip was a white gem and hollow crown. Literally just direct sowed them yesterday. Over here, I don't know if this is, you might not be able to tell. Sowed quite a lot of this area. There was a lot of saplings that had self-seeded from the trees in this area that have been dug out. I need to adjust the bird bath and clean it. I've put some plants here, and I need to dig them in. Got camellia, hydrangea, some ferns, azalea, sorry. Love David Austin. I've got half price. Lark ascending. Let's see what it looks like. Almost like a focus. No, you don't want to focus. Like a yellowy colour. All of this fence line was covered in ivy and rusty metal fence. I've pulled all that out so far. We've had to leave the last remaining fence in because we need to speak to our neighbours about replacing this. I think it's our job to replace it. But there was a big tree trunk laid here, covered in ivy. That's been cleared. We've got to take these either to the dump or put them in our green bin for the next collection. Some more waste here, just to clear all of this. A tree stump and a rotten fence post to come out again. This is a plum tree, although we might have to replace it because it's not looking great. See how wonky that is? I don't think it ever had any support in it. To get people's opinions. There's quite a lot of, I'm guessing this is just moss, but I don't know. And there's a lot of crossed branches. You do end up getting your head and your hair caught on it quite a lot. We're going back and forth at the garden. This bed here is a new bed. I'm going to put my pumpkins over this A-frame, any sweet peas I've got are going over here to companion plant. I've ordered some plug sweet corns because I'm not going to sow everything, it's not realistic. Some sweet corns are going to go here. We've got the greenhouse. This bed is going to be marigolds, nasturtiums, any other flowers. Quite nice. Oh, the rake on the floor. I did have a nice pile of greenhouse glass here, which I managed to clear up. Let's have a look inside. Oh, we had to get a paraffin heater. I'll show you why. Death to the tomatoes. Thankfully, I had some mini makers still in the house, and I'd not potted on the chilies yet. But the Blue Butcher and the Sun Baby have not made it. So they got two leggy in the house. Ended up having to pot them on, and because there was too many, I had to bring them in the greenhouse. And we ended up getting minus figures, didn't we? So then I got the paraffin heater in hopes of saving them, and they did not survive. So I might have to replace them for something else. Maybe not so quite as many. Lesson learnt, living in Lincolnshire, that probably shouldn't do my tomatoes in January. I might do them end of February next year, so I have made note. Ooh, sweet peas we're sowing 4th of Feb, and later actually got some coming up. We've got some in toilet rolls and some in the, what they're called, like compostable pots. Some more sweet peas there. I'm doing quite well. Got a dahlia tuber. This is totally tangerine. What else have we got in the greenhouse? So we've got rows of garlic, 2 rows there that need watering in. We've got our strings ready for tomatoes. Might do some spring onions and we've got strings for cucumbers, 3 rows of onion. We might do some, chilies are going to go in here as well. We've got some bits of shibble, cottage flower bulbs for the flower garden over there that the dog's doing something in. And I've got a yellow climbing raise also for the cottage flower garden. Oh look, I've got a little friend. Anyone else noticed that there's loads of ladybirds at the moment? Is that normal this time of year? Can't remember, but it feels like they're literally everywhere. Is that it? It's just been drinking the dirty water out of the bird bath as usual, because he's acting like he's never been watered. So what we're going to do, got some more bits to clear here. Go down, look at this. Not much work has been done here, but still got to hook up the water tank to the greenhouse guttering. And I want this raising so it's on a little platform so I can stick a tap at the bottom and collect the rainwater. A couple of compost bins. I'm only actually using that one. Not using that one at the moment. Random patio chairs that were left by the previous owners. More fruit trees. And this shed here is potentially going to be a hen house with maybe an outdoor area under a cage here for them. It's on a concrete base, which is good. Found the concrete slabs the other day and dug them out from underground. We've got some work to do on the roof, I think. Started clearing the ivy off the side, pulled all of this off. I've got to go at these branches here with a cordless chainsaw so it's not resting on top of the felt thing anymore. And we might have to redo the felt on here because if we come and look around, I've ripped quite a lot off the side here. Still got this bit to take off, but I pulled a load and this started to come away and I'm pretty sure it's growing underneath. So I've still got some work to do here. Compost pile, chipping away at it. All of this is ivy that was ripped off and has just been dumped on top. So I want to clear all that. I want to get rid of that. I don't want the ivy. This, I think these were either trees that have been chopped or they're like, it's ivy maybe. Like, if you can tell, the ivy we've been getting is ridiculously thick. But I want to take all of this out and all of this needs clearing. And we want to redo our fence line. I'd like a half fence actually because there's really nice views of the fields and paddocks here. But at the moment we can't go in here. We've got some nice barbed wire which is not child or dog friendly, but there's also a chimney stack which I want. I think I mentioned that in the last video, but yeah, slow progress at the bottom of the garden, but we're starting to find the shed, which is good. All of this needs to be cleared because this was all at the bottom. A new pile that I need to clear. A naughty doggy. And that's the view back to the top of the garden. Let's have another look in the greenhouse and see what I'm going to be sowing in March. Right, greenhouse is saying 10 degrees at the moment, which is not too bad. So let's have a quick look what we're growing. We've got nasturtiums, more nasturtiums, Alaska nuts, and we've got marigolds, tea mixed. I'm going to start off with these parsnips away. I'm also going to do these March. Got some sunflowers for little boy to do. And I think I'm going to do the cucumbers. Can't remember what else. Cucumbers and sunflowers. Basically the flowers. So this one. I'll leave that one out. Leave them ready to go. And the next job is to place tomatoes that I killed. Oh, that was the other thing. I've got potatoes chitted on the windowsill in the kitchen. I'm going to grow them in grow bags, I think, this year. Probably do that halfway through March, maybe towards the end of March. I only got a kilogram of first earlies, so I don't know how far that'll go, how many bags that'll end up doing. But I'm going to use the compost from the bottom of the garden. I might top it up with a bit of fresh from the garden centre. Yeah, that is the garden in the end of February. Hope you enjoyed it. See what's growing next month.